Hello, everyone. So, today I wanted to check out something that honestly I truly love. I've been drinking it for years. I know that there's always been a back and forth of it's good for you, can be bad for you. It's a drug. No, it's healthy. There's benefits. Um, you know, you always hear the negative and the positive. Always. And honestly, I drink it every day, and I guess I'm okay. But, that's why I want to talk about coffee. I love coffee, it's everywhere. So many people drink it, you make so much money off of it, and there's a coffee shop like probably in every corner of a city. So, is it really that bad for you? Or, is it just a hype? Let's check it out.
Coffee is one of the beverages most consumed worldwide, and nobody really knows where coffee came from. I looked online and it says that there is a legend that a goat herder, Caldi, first discovered the potential beans, and Caldi discovered coffee after he noticed that after eating the berries from a certain tree, his goat became so energetic that, he didn't want to sleep all night. So that's one of the things I found online of the origins of coffee. But what we do know that it is a big part of many cultures around the world. It is said that in 1714, the mayor of Amsterdam presented a gift of a young coffee plant to King Louis XIV of France. The king ordered it to be planted in the Royal Botanical Garden in Paris. In 1723, a young man named by Gabriel Declue obtained a seedling from the king's plant. Despite a challenging voyage, complete with horrendous weather, a saboteur who tried to destroy the seedling, and a pirate attack, he managed to transport it safely to Martinique. Once planted, the seedling not only thrived, but it is credited with the spread of over 18 million coffee trees in the island of Martinique in the next 50 years. So it spread through the Caribbean, South and Central America. So I guess it's safe to say that we know that coffee has been around for a very long time and it's drank. We drink it as a people everywhere, mostly everywhere in this world. So, does coffee offer any health benefits? When you look online in the Mayo Clinic, they say that many studies have been taking place and suggest that there are some health benefits to it. The reason why, there's always a back and forth of it might not be safe or it could be safe is that it's really hard to take account of the abuse of it. So, for example, early research didn't always take into account that heavy coffee drinkers also tended to use tobacco and other drugs along with coffee. So, as testing, it's really hard to say. Um, but they have other studies that they found that coffee may offer some protection against. And one of the things that, of course, we all know and love that coffee helps you with is boost your energy level. Coffee contains caffeine, a stimulant to your central nervous system, and it blocks receptors of a neurotransmitter called adenosine. And this increases levels of other neurotransmitters in your brain that regulate your energy levels, including dopamine. Another study found that it may lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. So, in fact, of one review of 30 studies found that each cup of coffee people consume per day was linked to a 6% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. It's due to the coffee's ability to preserve the function of the beta cells in your pancreas, which are responsible for producing insulin to regulate blood sugar levels. Plus, it's rich in antioxidants and may affect insulin sensitivity, inflammation, and metabolism. So that sounds good. Another study found was that it could support brain health. And again, this is one of the things that come up with mixed results, but they say that it may help against Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease. So they had a review of 11 observational studies in more than 29,000 people with Alzheimer's disease. So what I was dreading, the negative side of coffee. When I was looking up the negative effects of coffee, it always came up with the term excessive coffee intake. So my thoughts on that is basically it's the abuse of coffee. Drinking more than 2, 3 cups, 4 cups. It's always said it's best to just have 1 cup of coffee. And I could totally see the, abuse of it since it's so available. I'm pretty sure if you walk down any major city, you'll find at least 2, 3 coffee shops right next to each other. So you can go in the coffee shop and relax, do your YouTube video, your TikTok, and have like 5, 6 cup of coffees by the end of the day. But I digress. Back to what I found. The negative effects of coffee include increase in blood pressure, headaches, nervousness, restlessness, dizziness, heartburn, increased anxiety levels, muscle tremors, insomnia, pounding heartbeats, abnormal heart rhythm, dehydration, bone loss, and increased cholesterol. So of course, all those are very negative side effects and things that people will, should try to avoid, especially if you really care about keeping your health and longevity in life. And, the last negative one, of course, is the addiction. And I could totally contest to the addiction part. I'm one of those people that love to have their cup of coffee in the morning, especially before dealing with the kids. And just have it with my breakfast or whatever else. I've gotten used to the point where I like black coffee. I like the taste, the bitterness. It's gotten to that point. So yeah, if you say I'm addicted, I'm totally addicted. But they say that you should not completely take yourself off of coffee completely, like cold turkey, if you're trying to break that addiction, just because it's, the side effects of it is just like coming off of any other drug. It says to go slow, reduce the amount of coffee you consume in a day slowly, so you don't have any like abrupt withdrawals, and substitute it with water and other things that can hydrate you. So that is one of the last negatives.
So the big takeaway is that it really all depends. It depends what kind of coffee you're drinking, the instant, the ready grounded coffee, the ones that come whole bean and you ground them yourself. I guess it really would all just depend. Like, everything in moderation. Don't abuse it. And it's something that's still good, still comes from the earth. And if you're able to find good quality organic coffee, I think, a cup or two a day is not going to totally harm you, especially if, you're not adding all the unhealthy sugars and creamers and all that. So for me, I think I'll still have my cup in the morning. I didn't really find anything, or I don't really feel the need to quit right now. But again, totally up to the person on how they're feeling, where they're at. A lot of people drink coffee and it does make them feel anxious. That's a negative side effect that, if you just find other ways to get your energy boost in the morning, the better. Some people get skin issues from drinking caffeine, not just coffee, but just, caffeine. And then there's other people that drink coffee and they're fine and they're good, and their lifestyle's no different because of it. So really all depends. So thank you for checking out Coffee with me, and I'll see you next time.